everyone, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. So April, that happened, huh? I feel like April equally happened so quickly and took 84 years. But I hope you guys had a good April. My April was pretty good. I missed you guys. I haven't been uploading as much because I've been really focusing on my third draft of Tobe. My deadline is imminent and so is my demise. But because of that, I haven't been uploading as much. I'm sure you've noticed. It's not every week now. It's like every week and a half to 2 weeks. And it's been sad. I've missed you guys and your constant support. But I guess the first thing we should talk about is the third draft of Tobe, because it was most of my life for April and it's going. It's going. Tobe is the second book in my middle grade contract with Scholastic. It's a spooky middle grade and I'm on my third draft of it right now, and the third draft is the one that I'm hoping to let other people read. I'm thinking because of time constraints and health and how slow of a writer I am, I'm probably gonna have to send it to my editor and my critique partners all at the same time, which was not really what I wanted. I wanted my editor to think that I wasn't as dumb as I really am, and like for her to know how many typos that I actually get. But she watches my videos, so she knows that I'm trying to trick her. Yeah, it's going. In fact, I can kind of show you where I'm at with my little tracker. I talk about how I made this and what it all means in my how I'm revising my middle grade book, but as you can see, I'm 3 chapters in and a prologue in. It's happening slowly, but it's happening. I'm equally learning how much this book is not as bad as I thought it was, and being crushed by the overwhelming fear that only I will like it and everyone else will hate it, because it is so different from The Glass Witch. I'm scared. But I am having a lot of fun and I do really love this book. Jumping real quickly back into life stuff, I had a pretty good health month. I had 11 pain-free days, which is, I'm seeing is my new norm. This month I really focused on getting 3 to 5 servings of veggies in a day, because I always feel like, you know, my migraines are less when I'm focusing on like raw fruits and vegetables than when I'm like eating literally anything else. So I did that like really hardcore this month. Did honestly not see that many results, unfortunately, which was really, like, I don't want to say disheartening, because I do feel good and I did get my normal amount of pain-free days, which is anywhere between 10 and 12 usually a month. But I didn't see like a drastic decrease in my migraines. I didn't see a change on the scale. I didn't see a change in really any other part of my life, which, you know, is fine. Maybe if like we took some blood work before and after this month and compared, then maybe there would be some differences and I would be like more healthy. I just can't see it because there's no tangible way to see that. But I'm gonna continue eating the way that I have been because I feel really good. I'm enjoying my fruits and veggies and I'm hoping that it's one of those things where if I do it long enough and I keep up with the amount of minerals and vitamins I'm getting, that maybe it will help the migraines a little bit. I mean, they have in the past couple months been not as long, like they're lasting 2 days instead of 3 days, which is really nice. But yeah, I want them gone as much as physically possible. And now let's talk about the Glass Witch a little bit. As you can see, I have a nice little new setup over here. Don't know how long that's gonna last. At least until I have to, you know, give them away to the teachers and libraries that I'm gonna be meeting up with here soon, hopefully. But for now, it looks really cool. But in case you missed it, I did get to reveal the full front and back cover of the Glass Witch. I'll put it up so you can see it. I love it so much. I was hinting that the back artwork is killer, and it is. It's of the inciting incident in the book. I'm just so happy with it. My cover artist, Vanessa Morales, just the best. I could not be happier. Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, so I'll just like skirt around it. But I have been listening to some really cool stuff regarding the Glass Witch. So yeah, this month has been super fun with all of the Glass Witch behind the scenes stuff. Wow, that was like literally my whole month. Like I wasn't kidding when I said that Tobe draft 3 was taking up my whole life and all of my April, because that's it. Like literally the only other thing I have on my list to talk about is my 3 favorite books that I read this month. Short and sweet, I guess. Well, I read a massive amount of books again this month, 13, which is exactly how many I read last month. I don't really know how I'm doing it because I am working more than ever and I'm reading more than ever. But anyway, one of the reasons for that is let me see if I can go grab it, but I got a Kindle. I'm very much so loving it. It looks like this. It's the new Kendall Oasis. It's paperwhite. It's really amazing. It's super, super lightweight, and it's got the little buttons on the side, so you can obviously do like the same little flips here, but you also can like one-handed hold it, so you don't have to use your other hand at one time. So it's really nice, and I can hold this up much easier than I can an actual book, so that my spine can stay straight while I'm reading. Yeah, this has been really, really great. But if you are wanting tips on like how to read more, I mean, there are way better people to ask, because I don't read like half as much as I was watching Beautifully Bookish Bethany, and in the first month of this year she read like 43 books, and I'm like, I read a lot, and I haven't even read 43 books this year yet, and she read it in the first month. It's wild. By the way, if you're not watching Beautifully Bookish Bethany for like book reviews and stuff, she's great. You should totally check her out. She reads like all genres. I'll drop her channel down below because I just love her. But my tip on how I read so much a month is that I do audiobooks. I have the Libby app, which is you can connect really super easy to your local library, and then you can get all of the audiobooks digitally like sent to your phone from your library. I also got a free trial of Audible when I got this, so I got 2 free credits. I won't keep up with Audible just because I don't know. I don't like owning audiobooks. I like renting audiobooks. But that's just me. Except mine. I will own mine. And I hope you will own mine too. Pre-order the Glass Witch down below if you haven't already. Aren't I getting so good at marketing, you guys? So proud of myself. But okay, let's talk about my 3 favorite books that I read this month. First, I want to talk about Little Thieves. And I don't know how. Apparently, this is a Goose Girl retelling. I was not familiar with the Goose Girl myth. In fact, I'm not even sure what country of origin that is from. The book itself has a lot of names and places and things like that that sound very Eastern European. So I could guess, but I'd probably be wrong, but it's somewhere in there is what I'm guessing. This is about a girl who is a thief raised by the goddesses of death and fortune, and she has taken the place of a princess in order to steal more gems, but gets cursed by another god so that her body is slowly turning into the thing that she loves, which is like jewels and gems. And eventually, like within 2 weeks, it's gonna like kill her and take over her whole body if she doesn't figure out a way to break the curse. There's a lot of other things going on too while that's happening. There's like court intrigue. There's like this really cute, really well done slow burn romance that I really enjoyed. And I just find the world, like, it was really intriguing. Anyway, this book has not gotten enough hype for how truly brilliant it is, so please check it out. Next, let's talk about The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. This is a Frankenstein retelling, except we are following Elizabeth, who is a lesser known character in the original works. My cat just jumped into the Glass Witch box. Come here, my love. You want to be on the camera? Okay. This book took me by surprise, and I don't really know why, because everyone who's read it really loved it, but it's just such a book you could really sink your teeth into. It is so like, it's very character driven, and the relationship dynamics in this book are like top tier. They're so good. There's this really toxic relationship between our main character and Victor Frankenstein. They just have like a really toxic sibling dynamic where they love each other, but they're constantly manipulating each other. And I think that was what really got me with this book so much, is that the main character is so manipulative. It's like she, ever since she was a little girl, to protect herself, that's what she's had to do. In this book, Elizabeth is essentially bought by the Frankensteins from a peasant who couldn't, you know, handle having another mouth to feed. And they bought her for her son as an adoptive sibling because their son, Victor, had some very sinister aspects of his personality, and because of that, the Frankensteins had to relocate to their country house to let some scandal involving Victor blow over. Trust me, it's juicy. It's very juicy. It's very toxic. It's a very deep, like, manipulative, like, I just keep saying it because I love that so much. I love, like, a really, ooh, like, not a good girl, you know what I mean? It's just I don't think this is a book that can be widely recommended to everyone, even though I really loved it. But I think if you are a character-driven reader and you are okay with a slower plot, this is going to be absolutely amazing for you. It's creepy, it's juicy, it's sinister. It's everything. Okay, and now I want to talk about one of my favorite thrillers that is probably gonna be on my like top 10 books of the year, and that is Emma in the Night. This has been on my Goodreads TBR since 2019. And if you've been here for a while, you know I don't like to let my TBR, like I don't like to keep a book on my TBR longer than 3 years. So once the 3 years is up and I haven't gotten to it, I either say, okay, I'm not interested anymore, take it off, or I force myself to read it within that calendar year. And this is one that I just kept sleeping on, and I don't know why. This is an adult mystery thriller about two girls who go missing when they're teenagers, and then I don't remember how many years later, but a couple years later, only one of the girls returns, and it is her story. This book at its core is just about toxic, manipulative family dynamics. There must have been a theme for my reading this month, but this is just gold standard. I mean, it is so good. This is a large collection of nasty, manipulative characters, each with like different personality disorders almost, and they're all together and they're all playing off each other and manipulating each other to hurt the others, but no one says anything out loud. It's all like underground clandestine battles in the family, and it's so good. It's so good. It's so juicy, and I love it. My favorite types of thrillers are the ones with nasty characters and juicy family secrets, and this just delivered. It delivered. Anyway, so that was pretty much my month. I mean, really, I don't have anything else to talk about because everything has been all about Tobe. I am going to be uploading a video whenever I can, whenever I have an idea, but things are gonna be a little bit slower until I at least finish this draft and turn this book in and get a couple weeks, hopefully, of break from it. And yeah, but I'm having a great time. My health is great. You know, I'm living my best life, and I hope you all are too. In the comments down below, tell me one amazing thing that happened to you in the month of April. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you haven't already pre-ordered the Glass Witch, I would absolutely adore you if you did, or even request it at your local library. It's super easy. You just go on your library's website and say, hey, order this book, Pamela. Told you guys, I'm getting so good at this marketing thing. Anyways, you guys, it's been great talking to you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.